Hey, well, it's June 25th there, and I'm going over the 14th day of the World Cup final week, the group brackets there, third game. And Italy played an awesome and inspiring game of football and scored 4 goals in only 40 minutes. The problem is that the 40 minutes came in 3 games. So, when you're looking at this, it's too bad, Italy fell to Slovakia 3-2 in a game where Italy just seemed content on just being there. They didn't. The passion was gone. The attacking was gone. The sense of urgency was gone. Win and they're in. Where was it? Why does it take being down, basically like 2 goals before you decide to even mount an attack? Why do you wait until the last 17 minutes of your match to get as many shots on goal as you did in the first 73 minutes? Yeah. It reminds me of a lot of past heavyweight champions. Muhammad Ali, where he took it too easy and Leon Spinks came in and smacked him in the mouth. Where you see it with Lennox Lewis when he got a little careless there, and Rockman took his face off. Those kind of things. You see it. It shouldn't happen, but it does. And the 2 goals, you can't take anything away though from Slovakia. They went out there. Vitek went in there, took over the game, scored 2 goals himself in the 25th and 73rd minute. He was right in the middle the whole time, pushing his way in, working his way in, constantly hustling, and as panic finally started to set in, the Azzurri there, they finally started playing with emotion, and they scored in the 81st minute off a goal from Di Natale. They looked like the better team when they actually decided to play. The problem was they only decided to play maybe 20 minutes tops in this game. And that's not going to get you the win. Kapunik, who was a substitute, by the way, he was going to bring him in the first half, but they decided not to. They held off from Slovakia. They bring him in, and the first time he touches the ball, he sees the guy, and he just takes off running. And the Italian D is just standing there. And he blows by him. He gets the bounce, fires it in. Goal! Yeah. Pretty much ending any thought of Italy coming back. Now, Italy did get a goal in overage time there by Quagliarella. Yeah, it's a long name. And Quagliarella also had a goal called back for an offside, so in the 85th minute. So, those kind of things, it's here nor there. You shouldn't have to hope for one of those, and by the way, a tie wouldn't have got you in anyway. You needed to win. So, even in the big picture of things, they didn't do what they should do to advance. And they lost. And I think this is the first time ever, it's the first time ever that Italy has finished in the bottom of their group. And they also, this is one of the first times that the returning Cup champions, both played in the game, France and Italy. It's the first time that I believe both of them have ever been put out in group play the following World Cup. So, good job with that one. In the next game, Paraguay wins Group F with a 0-0 with New Zealand. Now, New Zealand bows out of the tournament, never losing a game. They got points in every game they played. The problem is that it was all draws. They played inspiring football. It was a joy to see them get their first points, and not only did they get their first point, they got their second point, and then they got their third point in this tournament. So that was positive to see, and we'll be looking for them in the next World Cup in 2014. Let's see how they do, how the soccer progresses, the football progresses in their country. That'll be something to see. The Paraguay was just sitting back, knowing that they had it. All they had to do was play for the play for the draw anyway. I mean, they outshot New Zealand. What was it? 17-4, and they controlled the time of possession, 58-42. So, I mean, yeah, New Zealand gave it a good go, but almost there. And so you have Paraguay and Slovakia advancing, and Italy and New Zealand go home. In the next group, I believe it's Group F. I think it's Group F. I don't know. Netherlands finished group play with its third win. They beat Cameroon 2-1 in a very close and contested game that saw equal shots, 15-15. And time of possession, Cameroon actually had a 51-49 advantage, but it's almost right down the middle. But, you know, they did have more actual shots to where the goalie actually had to work for it. So Netherlands was able to place more shots on the actual goal, and it started in the 36th minute when Percy finished off an end-to-end move, and it ended when Huntelaar slid in a rebound off of Robin's shot in the 83rd minute. Now, there was a penalty kick scored by Ituo, his third one of the tournament, and they were all on penalty kicks, so he wasn't scoring on any other time. But it was his third goal. He scored it in the 65th minute, and that was all the scoring in the game. And Netherlands looks very solid. Netherlands will play Slovakia, and Japan will play Paraguay. Wait, I haven't talked about them yet? Well, let's get to it. Japan advances in the World Cup after its 3-1 win over the Danes, or Denmark. Kitsuki Piston Honda, he started off with a blistering free kick that moved its way around the wall they set up and was just out of the goalie's reach, out of Sorensen's reach. He just couldn't get to it. Endo, would repeat it. Almost seemed like the same thing. He kicked it, it bends around, that Bendham like Beckham thing, whatever. Anyway, he bends it around the wall, and Sorensen looked to be like he was in position to get the ball, but he doesn't, and they score again, and they go up 2-0. And then Thomason scored off a rebound of his own penalty kick. So he whiffs the penalty kick, which was only like the second one in the tournament. Podolski of Germany missed another one of them. I think this was only the second missed one. But he gets the rebound, which is almost unfair to the poor goalie. It's bad enough. I mean, he blocks the shot, but then he's got to... Anyway, he taps it in. Taps in a little slider action to end the scoring in that one. For Denmark, anyway. And Shinji Okazaki would add an insurance goal in the 87th minute. Denmark controlled the ball 56-44% of the time, and in shots on goal, 19-15. But again, Japan had more legitimate shots on goal, like actual make the goalie work kind of shots. And Denmark couldn't figure out the Japanese defense to actually really get decent shots on goal. And as we said, Denmark, the Danes are gone, Cameroon's gone, Italy's gone, New Zealand's gone, and you have Japan playing versus Paraguay, which is going to be rough for Japan. I see Paraguay taking that one. And then you have the Netherlands going against Slovakia. And I could see the Netherlands advancing out of that one. So, there you have it. This the 14th day, wrapping it up there. And by the way, the Brazil-Portugal game was... if you'd have fell asleep, you didn't miss anything. Just don't happen. It's a 0-0 game. Oh, it's horrible, man. Anyway, this is Big Ragu. I'm out.